All right, everyone, welcome to Mark and Jose's Picks of the Week in the NFL
Okay, cool.
against the spread.
I did the hockey one.
That's fine, we'll wait, man.
Okay.
So, anyways, me and Mark here, we want to share our wealth of knowledge when it comes to football and how to gamble on it properly.
Yes, gambling on football.
So, anyways, we're going to give you our picks for this weekend's games. Not the Thursday game, though. Fuck that shit.
Well, I do think that the Rams will win that game, though.
Good job. Anyways,
Thanks.
let's get this started. First game up, Miami Dolphins versus New England Patriots. Patriots giving 7 points. On this one, I'm feeling the Patriots given the 7 points. It's quite a solid amount of points they're giving up, but I feel like they're kind of in desperation mode already, and I think Belichick finds a way to get his team out there to make a statement. And plus, I think the Dolphins are honestly they're starting to get pretty depleted, especially like on the defensive side of the ball. That D line is starting to lose some key people, and I think they find a way to win by a comfortable 10 points, I would say. What do you think?
I mean, I got to go with Jose on this. When you start the game 7 points behind the other team, it's going to be real hard for you to come back. I mean, I guess I disagree with you. Because I'm going to pick the Dolphins. Because, I mean, if the Patriots are going to start 7 points behind, how are they going to... That's hard to make up. They're starting the game with no points, and the Dolphins already have 7. Come on. I'm going to pick the Dolphins on this one.
That's not how that works, but that is an official pick by him.
Yes, it is. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Next game, Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Texans are getting 1 point. Who do you got, Mark?
I'm going to go with the Colts. I mean, Texans and Colts, you think of rodeo, but I think the Colts will be able to, buck the Texans.
You know what? I'm with Mark on this one. I actually, I'm going with the Colts. I'm a big believer in Andrew Luck, and honestly,
he's lucky.
And I'm just not. I was not a big believer in the Texans to begin the year. Like a lot of people were kind of up on that bandwagon. A lot of people were picking them to win the South actually, but I was never on that train to begin with. And I think Andrew Luck finds a way to get it done.
Yep. What he said.
Next game, Cincinnati Bengals at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are giving 3.5 points. I think this is a case where these are two good teams here. I think the Bengals have a lot of people thought they would be an okay solid team, and I think they've proven that they're a well run team. You can say whatever you want about Marvin Lewis and how he probably should have been fired, 6 different times in his 15 years he's been there in Cincinnati, but I think he's got them playing hard, and that new offensive coordinator's got Andy Dalton and AJ Green looking like monsters out there. But I feel that the Falcons at home, they'll find a way. Matt Ryan and that offense is just a different thing when they're in the dome. So I feel comfortable giving up the 3.5 points. So I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I couldn't disagree more. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I mean, that Walk Like an Egyptian song was a classic. So why wouldn't I go with them?
Next game, Buffalo Bills at the Green Bay Packers. Packers are giving up 9.5 points. What do you got?
I'm going to go with the Packers.
Good reason as any. I think Buffalo showed that they're last week on that thumping they gave Minnesota, that they showed they're here. They're not here to be the NFL's doormat. And you still got a wobbly Aaron Rodgers out there. So I think Buffalo finds a way to keep it close and stay within a touchdown or so of of Green Bay at the end of the day. So I'll go Bills with those 9.5 points they're getting. The next game we got going here is the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys are giving 3 points to the Lions. I think Detroit's win over New England last week was more of it was more of a showing of how poor New England's probably going to do this year, honestly, in my opinion, and how maybe age is starting to catch up with them, and how maybe just a lack of overall talent might finally get the best of them. So I'm not feeling Detroit. I don't dig Matt Patricia, and honestly, I think the Cowboys, they're just going to grind it out with Zeke, and they'll cover this spread. I just don't think Detroit, especially without Haloti Ngata and stuff, they just can't stop anyone. And I think Garrett will go out of his way to just make sure Zeke gets probably $150 and at least a couple of touchdowns in this one. What do you think?
Well, Detroit being the home of Motown, I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys.
They're playing in Dallas, but that's fine. New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars giving 7.5 points to the Jets. What do you think?
I mean, they're both J teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's very important, obviously. I mean, in the way you would categorize them, I'm gonna go with the Jets. You know, they got those white and green uniforms. I mean, green, they're gonna blend in with the background, the grass and stuff like that. People might think that they're the lines and stuff. It's gonna be great.
I'm going to be in agreement with you on this one, just because I think
You like those uniforms.
I think Todd Bowles is a heck of a coach. I think he'll find a way to keep it a low-scoring affair, much like that snooze fest that was the Titans versus Jaguars last week. I think the Jaguars, as great as they are on defense, their offense is, you know what their offense is going to do, and I think Todd Bowles is going to find a way to keep them in check. And
Yeah, it's a funny name though, Bowles. Todd Bowles. He's a Bowles. Likes Bowles.
He is.
Bowles.
So I got the Jets too.
Bowles.
Then we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Chicago Bears. Bears giving 3 points. I'm going to go with the Bears on this one. I just think the
Bears.
Fitz,
remember that?
I do remember that. I think Fitz magic comes to an end. Just comes to a screeching end here. As great as their weapons are, the weapons there in Tampa, they're great. I think Fitzpatrick's going to crumble under that pressure. I think the Bears probably have the best, right now have the best front seven going in the league, and honestly, their pass rush, I think, is just gonna eat Fitzpatrick alive. I just don't see a way that he doesn't have one of his classic Fitzpatrick games of 4 or 5 interceptions, gets sacked a shitload of times. Honestly, I don't see Tampa Bay keeping it close. Honestly, what do you think?
I agree 100%. Everything he said, it's yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles at the Tennessee Titans. Titans getting 4.5 points at home. What do you think?
I mean, Titans.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a new TV show coming out. I'm loving it. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of it. However, that being said, I gotta take the Eagles. I mean, that Philly cheesesteak, so good. So good, guys. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I'm going to ride the Titans. The Titans did me well last week.
But did you see that Starfire costume? I mean, come on. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But I mean, it's not comic accurate.
That might be true, but I'm still going to go with the Titans. I think
They do have Beast Boy. I'll give you that.
They do. And Mike Vrabel, I think, is going to find a way to actually just straight up get the W on this one, honestly. So I like the Titans at home, getting those 4.5 points. All right, next we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals getting 3.5. This is kind of a tough game to pick because I honestly think both teams are just not that good, honestly. But I'll go with. You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe. I think I'm gonna go with the Cardinals getting the 3.5, just like an interdivision like road dog. I'll take it. Give me them points. I'll go with Cardinals. You?
I'm sorry, I completely spaced. I'll go with what you said then.
Cool. Next, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Oakland Raiders. Raiders giving 3 points. Who you got?
Didn't the Raiders change towns? Or is that somebody else?
They're still in Oakland right now,
Okay.
but they will be going to Vegas soon.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Raiders then. Because, I mean, who doesn't love Vegas, right?
I think the Raiders are going to keep feeling the effects of trading away one of the best players in the NFL. And I think Baker Mayfield makes this into a full-blown, just like one of those, like, Linsanity things we're going to have going, except for, like, Baker Mayfield. It's just going to be Baker Mania is going to take over, I think. And I think the Browns actually put a nice little whooping on the Raiders, actually.
Whooping.
Mm-hmm. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are giving 11 points.
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points, guys.
But let me tell you
And
something.
games.
I'm going to take them Chargers because I think the San Francisco 49ers are kind of arguably maybe now the worst team in the NFL without Jimmy Garoppolo playing quarterback. I think you can make a case for them or the Bills, honestly. Cardinals too, like for worst team. Without Jimmy G, I think I just think it's gonna be a real rough year. It sucked that they lost him for the year. I don't see this going well, and I think the Chargers with that offense, they'll find a way to win easily by double digits plus. Like it's gonna be rough. What do you think?
I disagree. I think the 49ers are going to surprise a lot of people. That's my lock of the week, 49ers over the Chargers.
Oh, you think just straight up, huh?
Straight up.
Okay. All right. Next, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants. Giants getting 4.5 points at home. What do you think?
I mean, it's the Giants. They're big people. Who are they playing again?
They are playing the Saints.
Oh, but you got to go with the Saints, New Orleans, and all that stuff. I mean, it's going to be, I'm going to go with the Saints.
I'm with you on this one. I think Drew Brees is going to torch that New York defense. And honestly, the 3.5 just isn't enough to make me even consider the Giants, just for the sheer fact that I feel super confident Sean Payton, Drew Brees, they're going to get their 30+. And with Eli still chucking the ball back there, even if you got Odell and you got Barkley, I just don't see a way that the Giants break past like 24 points, honestly. So I'm going to go with the Saints.
Let's just keep going.
All right, next we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers giving 3 points. For this one, I'm just going to go ride the Steelers. I think that getting that win out of the way on Monday night is going to go a good way to get like Big Ben and Brown and that whole crew like just right. Don't really dig the Ravens. Harbaugh and his I guess just like his insistence on like sticking with Flacco. I mean, I guess you got to keep Flacco in there for right now, but I think within the next like 2-3 weeks we're going to see Lamar Jackson out there. I just don't think the Ravens got much left in the tank, honestly. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think they actually they tend to have close games, but I'll take the Steelers, and I think they end up winning by a good margin, actually. What about you?
I gotta take Baltimore. I mean, it's the city of Edgar Allan Poe. Quote the Raven. They're even named after that. I mean, so I'm gonna go with Baltimore. And Flacco.
In our last game, the Monday night game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the Denver Broncos, and the Chiefs are -5. Who you got?
-5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Where are they playing?
They are playing in Denver.
In Denver. I mean, it's Mile High City. It's gonna be kind of hard to breathe up there. So I'm gonna take the Broncos because they're gonna be used to that high altitude.
Not a bad pick. But
All my picks are great picks.
I'm going to go with Andy Reid on this one. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I think, as we all know, this is the time of year that Andy Reid likes to just dominate, win everything, make his teams look like the best teams in the NFL. It happens every year. So I'm going to stick with Tyreek Hill. Patrick Mahomes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And I think they find a way to deal with the altitude sickness, and they just get it done. And I don't think Von Miller is enough to slow down the Chiefs. So I'll go with the Chiefs. And with that, that's our picks of the week.
Picks.
That's our picks.
Got it. You can take those to the bank
You can take those to the bank.
and bet on sports.
What he said. But we'll keep track of this. We'll be back next week, and at the end of the year, whoever between the two of us finishes last, we'll actually let you guys out there help us decide what the punishment is. It'll probably be something pretty
I don't
bad.
even remember who I picked.
Oh, let's see how this goes. But thanks for checking this out. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up,
share,
all that
stuff.
all that good stuff. Check out our Patreon if you want. Who knows? Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
we got Patreon.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been this. I hope you like.
Ball.
Yeah, sports ball talk. It's good times.
Sports ball talk. Sports talk ball.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bang bang.